Yo literal me voy a quedar 2 horas más despierta y me voy a dormir.
También me quiero dormir temprano. Saludos.
Tengo por ti.
Ok. Oh, oh.
Le voy a dejar que
Qué
me duerma
hueva, este
porque se
pedo
quiere
está
dormir.
todo. Qué fregados, güey. Ya vamos, gente, ya vamos. Está reiniciando el juego. Listo, vamos a darle. No, güey. Qué cagante, no mames.
I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie.
No. No, no quiero ser un...
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Set me free and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think. Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here. Rubbish. Before you can even touch...
Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face. A clever story. I should have known there'd be trouble.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
not the most elegant solution, was it?
Ande. Oh, baby, estoy aquí yo, mi amor, en el estudio.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up. Empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing...
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, a new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow. We'll find out who did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a you. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything.
Sing us a song, I know you can. I know that yes, time, you know.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle.
Well, well.
Carrying on.
What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Mad. Insufferable.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Oh, goodness, no. And don't even mention that. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. The very basics, then. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. As per your own testimony, you can groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle and the fashion sense of a monk. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
I know, but you just don't have what it takes. Still, hone your skill.
But I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable. Sure.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the... You faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir. But we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now, William.
There's nothing else I can make. Your Majesty.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God! The woman's mad! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What?
What happened?
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
What? What happened? Must have been the turnips. Water? Wine, for goodness!
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness. The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl. She doesn't stir.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
The elf lies motionless, her eyes staring into a nothingness. The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. Thank the gods. But a fine grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards it.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up.
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. Rix looks to his companion, who then looks to you. They drop their hands to their side.
Go on then. Find a place to hide. You need to find a hiding place.
What will happen to her?
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
God damn it! We need to get off this wreck, and quick! Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Great God, something's pounding on the hull!
bursts through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely... The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's fate.
No. It catches fire.
The skeleton looks up and...
Oh. Yes? Shouldn't you be running or screaming or something?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but do you look at me and think, why you... No, damp road. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did. Although I was wearing the... I had a mask, rather ingeniously. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
The skeleton holds up his book in one...
I am trying to and I will be damned if I let the lives of some maid... Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever...
The marking on the door was painted recently. Judging, you press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no effect.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear? Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Never need someone.
The Magister lies on the floor.
Wait! Void Woken!
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. Prepare yourself.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
Dead than alive.
I hear something. It's... Sounds like she needs help.
Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Wait! We need to wait! Lord, that thing! There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken, now presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Those Voidwoken make short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it ashore.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my...
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs,
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil...
As for myself, when I consider this vast, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the seven have mercy on their own... I am the Red Prince. The all-conqueror. Of course you know.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunity. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. Fine. I accept on one for reasons I'll not disclose right now. It is imperative that I should meet with I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes... As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particular... As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my... Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it.
A black cat. I like cats, but I wouldn't eat a whole one.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking, but I'm sure glad you went back to... Adults always want to talk.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with its eyes clear, and it shakes it.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order, but with the fear of subverting our cause.
What's this? I found something. I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder... Does the... Ah! No! Stay back! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally... A face that seems rather stubbornly attached. I would normally employ a tool. I could then craft a mask to hide my bones.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my... Indeed. I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather... At least from this realm. As for the others... Well... There is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps that... Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know... I was... inconvenienced. For a time. Several centuries, in fact. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened. A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your... We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of... But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, you seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would serve... Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So... which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, splendid. Very well.
repeat myself.
I know nothing.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. I told him at noon exactly, didn't I?
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to...
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I...
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
not enough that you travel with me? Go on then, bark away.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Come on then, Lexi. Hurry up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Tain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Hurry up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Where is he?
Great God, will you quit dragging this on?
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts griff, especially not one of you.
Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
The intense-looking man stands beside you against the thugs, shooting you an appraising glance. Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
You're cheating!
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs, I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion. Thank you.
You're too slow! You're cheating!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Whoever kills the other is the boss! You can't get me!
I know they help.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
Got you! I got you! Shua! 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 Got you!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Whoever kills the other is the boss! I magicked you! You're dead!
I know they help.
Whoever kills the other is the Whoever kills the other is the boss. You're cheating. Shua, shua, shua. Got you. I know they help. Shua, shua, shua. Got you. I feel him, but I do not see him. I'll stab you right in the eye. Shua, shua, shua. Got you. Shua, shua, shua. Got you. I feel him, but I do not see him. You can't get me. Whoever kills the other is the boss. You can't get me. I feel him, but I do not see him. You're cheating. Got you. I got you. Shua, shua, shua. Got you. I feel him, but I do not see him. Got you. I got you. You can't get me.
I know nothing of any of this.
Stay back, sorcerer.
We know you've been.
I'd sooner cut.
If you can.
This can't be.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister.
Atusa pinches.
Stop! My father. The fate, Alice.
Yes.
I.
What a waste.
Come on, old man.
Come. We'll be needed elsewhere.
What's this? I found something.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, he's lean bugger.
How and
Skeletal.
Damnation. That's stuck. Ah! No! Oh. It's you. Oh, yeah. A face. I wouldn't. I could then.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I cannot. Indeed, at least from this realm. A cult. I could. We start, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose. You seem more excellent. While we are of course, the arcane arts are. I could do that with one hand. Splendid. Very well.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent.
We know you've been.
If you can.
This can't be.
You should know by now to.
Atusa pinches.
Stop, my father. The fate, Dallas.
Yes, you're. What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Listen.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toast the same.
Your griff teaches you. You! Help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this.
An intense-looking man steps between.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no.
Lone wolves decide their own.
The thug freezes in.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got
food, protection.
The intense-looking man stands. Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing.
Ah, get out of here.
The elf smiles.
Follow me, if there is a safe place.
The man rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it.
Good to meet you, lad. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my... I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this?
He shrugs, looking up.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering.
So, before we hit the road, It's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one...
Right you are.
I'm hungry.
What do you think of messing with Griff's goods anyhow?
Está mi wand, puta madre.
You'd hie yourself to the grave.
Oh, Emmy. I'm hungry.
Chingada madre.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Thank you for your help with that.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. In this cave, we trust that it gives me great pain. Wait, before you... I am not... Thank you.
Got you! I got you! You can't get me! Whoever kills the other is the boss!
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
I feel him, but I do not see him. I got you! Wait, I call a timeout! Whoever kills the other is the boss! Wait, I call a timeout! I know they help.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. You know what they do? They play a game called Scream.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it? I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out. I know I can trust you. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Fear? Pity, perhaps. A blind wolf may lead the pack, but sooner or later they will all starve. Never mind. If you need to suit up, I can offer you a fair price. If not, I would thank you to move on.
Yo. Yo. ¿Ya?
Hasta donde dije 2 horas.
No manches, qué rápido son. ¿Eh? ¿Qué?
Que ya son 2 horas.
Ya voy. Ay, ¿qué? ¿Quieres?
The soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you. Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features. Regal and radiant, she was among the sorcerers with whom you fought the Voidwoken down. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a—
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Who are you? But you did, and now the tables have turned.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. That despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice a flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, but now I'm free. Of sorts, I intend to raise the subject within.
She drives the needle in deeper.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows.
Ha! How amusing. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape. How you do tickle me. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? You know what? Today is I'm not quite sure the weather will sing.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from—
Let's discuss our Yumi and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, as a rogue, my speciality suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, then follow me. But wait, you seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too conspicuous traveling in a caravan like...
I've got that.
What took you so long? I'm ready to take up our...
Everything now? Good.
What took you so long? I'm ready to take up... But you've still too many with you.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes, I can imagine it might be somewhat difficult for you to forever be... Go on then, play in the sun.
What took you so long?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any...
So this is
Delivery.
Fort Joy.
Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm very tired.
That special shipment he was asking after.
Got it.
Do excuse me. Ever so tired.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again. Listen, I can help you if you just... Shut up, elf.
Like you wanted. Got it.
This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Listen up. Not like this. There's too many of them. Then it looks like you ain't leaving.
Oye. Oye.
I sense something nearby.
All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Got it.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who can blame you with the garbage thing? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Only the finest, you know. Nice and slow.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Seguimos en el siguiente video con la parte 1. Amigos, gracias a los que estuvieron aquí. Saludos.